Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing well. It is time again for another Ask Glitter video. I recently asked you guys on Instagram to leave me some questions, so I went through that post and screenshot a few questions that I'm going to go ahead and answer today. I do try my best not to answer questions that I've already answered, so if I didn't answer your question today, there is a good chance that I've already answered it. So I will go ahead and link the Ask Glitter playlist in the description box below so you guys can go ahead and check those videos out and see if maybe I answered your question in one of those videos. If you would like to ask me a question for a future Ask Glitter video, make sure you're following me on Instagram. I will have that link in the description box below. And I'm going to go ahead and get started with the questions. So the first question I have is, what is your favorite junk food or indulgence? I have so many. I love junk food. I have a huge sweet tooth. I love sweets. I love caffeine-free Coke. That is one of my favorite things to drink. I also love going to Starbucks every once in a while, and I always get a caramel white mocha decaf. It's amazing. It's so good. I love Snickers. Now that it's fall, I love to eat pumpkin pie. Eggnog season is coming. I love a good glass of eggnog. I could go on and on. I have so many. Oh, I love sweets. So those are just a few of my favorite. What's your favorite thing to do? My favorite thing to do, honestly, is to just spend time with my husband. It doesn't matter what we're doing. I just love spending time with him. If we're just laying in bed watching TV, if we're giving the dog a bath, if we're on vacation, if we're doing stuff around the house, it doesn't matter what it is. I love spending time with my husband. He's my favorite person, and anything that we do together is always fun, and I just really enjoy spending time with him. So that is my favorite thing to do. My favorite thing to do without him, solo, would probably be to make YouTube videos. I love making YouTube videos. I love interacting with you guys. It is one of my favorite things to do, and I couldn't imagine not doing it. I love it so much. So those are two of my favorite things to do. I know you are a great budgeter. In what category do you save for your purses and Disney trips? So every time that I do our budget, I always allot for Dave and I to have our own personal spending money that we can do whatever we want with. And normally I will save some of that, and I'll just continue to save until I have enough money for bigger items like purses and things like that. So it always comes from my own personal spending money. And then for our Disney trips, we have a separate account within our bank account. You can think of it as like a sinking fund, and it's just for vacation. So we'll put money in there and we'll use that when we go on our Disney trips or any kind of vacation. So it all comes from our vacation sinking fund. So that's how we budget for those two things. Are you a big thrift store shopper like your mom? My mom is a huge thrift store shopper. She is at thrift stores all the time. She always finds such awesome things. I go every once in a while, usually when I'm bored and I'm out and I just want something to do. I'll pop into Goodwill and see if they have anything. I'll go there if there's something I need, like for Halloween, if I need to come up with a Halloween costume, I'll go there and see what they have. When I'm decorating my home for different holidays, if I have a little spot here and there that could use something, I'll go there and check out and see what they have. So I would say I'm like an average thrift store shopper. I like to go, but I'm not like crazy into it and want to go every week and check out what they have, but I do like going thrift store shopping. What is your favorite and least favorite thing about living in South Florida? My favorite thing by far is the location. I can get in my car and drive a few hours to Orlando and spend the whole day at Disney. I can get in my car and drive a few hours and go down to Miami and spend the day at South Beach. I can really just get in my car and go anywhere, and there's always something new to do. One of my least favorite things is that there's no seasons here. I would love to experience a real fall. I've never experienced that. I've never seen the leaves change in fall and just look beautiful. So that is one downside. I would love to have seasons, but unfortunately we don't. But that is my favorite and least favorite thing. Would you ever go to Disneyland? Of course. I would love to go to Disneyland. I would love to go to California in general. There's just so much to do out there, and I would just love to go and spend like a couple weeks and go to Disney and do all kinds of fun things there. So yes, it is definitely on my list. Hopefully maybe next year I can plan a trip to Disneyland. That's kind of my goal, but we'll see what happens. But I would love to go to Disneyland. Who are your current favorite YouTubers to watch and why? Well, right now I have been watching Christmas videos, so it doesn't matter who it is. I've just been searching like Christmas morning, Christmas Eve, Christmas prep, and just adding videos to my playlist to watch. I have been watching My Housewife Life, all of her Vlogadays videos. I love her Vlogadays videos. I'm so sad that she hasn't done them the past year or so. They were just so much fun. She always did so much. I love those. I love just like Christmas morning videos, and I don't know. Those are just my favorite right now. I have been loving those. So anyone that does a Christmas video, I'm watching it. So if you know of any good Vlogmas or Vlogadays playlists that I should be watching, definitely let me know in the comments below, because I've just been obsessed with those lately. How did you / do you prepare for bad weather, example hurricanes, since you live in the path of most tropical storms? Is it like second nature at this point or scary each time? It's a little bit of both. It's second nature to the fact that you know exactly what to do. As soon as you find out there's a hurricane coming, you know that you need to get your shutters up, you need to go out and make sure that you get a full tank of gas in your car, get some cash out, make sure you have enough water and non-perishable food, batteries, things like that. So that's kind of normal, you know, okay, the stores are going to be crazy, so you're going to be waiting in line, no point in stressing. Right now, I usually just, when it's hurricane season, even if there's not a hurricane coming, I try to stock up on water and things that I know that are going to go fast. So that way I don't have to worry about them too much when everybody and their mother is trying to get everything. This past Hurricane Matthew that we had, I never found any water. Everything was gone by the time I was able to get out. So luckily I had enough water where I didn't have to worry about it. But that is completely second nature, but it's always scary each time because you don't know what the storm's gonna do. You don't know if you're gonna get hit with the whole thing, if you're just gonna get feeder bands. You don't know the damage it's gonna leave to your house. We've never experienced a hurricane in this house before Hurricane Matthew, so I was nervous to the fact that I didn't know what was gonna happen with the house. I didn't know if there was certain spots where it might leak or anything like that. Luckily, Hurricane Matthew didn't hit us too hard, so we didn't have to worry about it, but there's always that factor of just being nervous and just not knowing what's gonna happen damage-wise. So that's how I feel about the hurricanes. I always make sure I get enough chocolate too, because you just never know when you might be stressed out and need some chocolate and you won't be able to go out and get some. So, you know, back up on that. Last question, what was the first step y'all took when you decided to buy your first home? Well, the very first step that we did was try and find a realtor. We went through quite a few realtors, but that's a whole other story. When you're young and you're trying to buy a house, it's very hard for people to take you seriously. But we found a realtor and then we got pre-approved for a loan. Usually realtors don't even want to show you any houses until you are pre-approved for a loan. That way they know what your budget is and what houses you should be looking at. They don't want to take you to look at a house that you can't afford, then you have you fall in love with it and then not be able to purchase it. So those are the first two things: find a realtor and then get pre-approved, and then you can start looking and kind of start your journey that way. So those are all the questions that I have for this Ask Glitter video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram so that you can ask me questions for future Ask Glitter videos, and I will see you all later. Bye everyone.